welcome to this video. My name is Emily. So I am going to be doing a third week of April update of my seedlings. It is the 20th of April. I just wanted to kind of document what stage the plants are at, just, you know, show you an update basically. So there is quite a bit changed in the garden, well, in the seedlings. Everything seems to be growing really quickly. So that's why I wanted to do like 2-3 weeks after my last update, because if I left it a whole month then everything would just be like massive, and it's nice to see like gradual updates. In the greenhouse I have put in a raised bed, which I will show you now. So this is my greenhouse from afar. It is empty at the moment because I have everything out because it's lovely weather. It's windy today, but it is lovely weather. I've got lots of pots and stuff which I need to clear out. But what I wanted to show you was this. Yes, the chance of frost is still very much a chance, but I have risked it and I have put 2 tomato plants in. The weather has been so good recently, and I've been keeping an eye on the temperatures at night. It's been getting to about the lowest of 5. So basically, if there is a chance of frost, I will have to somehow try and cover these a lot better. But the weather just seems to be so nice at the moment, and it could be that a frost comes and kills these, but I've got 50 plants, so I have plenty. I actually did a bit too many this year, so but yeah, I've just done this like weird string thing so I can have the tomatoes grow up the string, but obviously string is not that strong, so I've had to like tie it so that it holds the weight. That's a little update of the greenhouse inside. So once I start planting things, I'll take away these shelves and then they'll just grow up, but this stuff is actually part of the frame, so I have to leave the actual pipes up, but I can just take them up. These are some of my dahlias. These are started from seed, and these have been outside in the greenhouse inside of this at night. This is another little thing for extra shelter at night, and they're doing fine, but something has munched on it. So yeah, because the weather has been so nice, I have basically brought out 2/3 of my tomato plants, and they have been sitting in the greenhouse at night absolutely fine. They're all potted on into bigger pots, except some others over there which I do need to pot on. But these are MARMANDE. I called it marmalade in the last video, I think, but they are MARMANDE, and they seem to be doing fine. I'll show you the other tomato plants. So these are my other ones. They all need potting on really. Basically, when I went on holiday away for about a week, I was away for a week, so my brother was looking after my tomato seedlings and the cat knocked the tray over. So they all got mixed up. Some of them survived, but a lot of them got killed off. So I don't actually know which ones are which in that tray, which I just showed you. So I think it'll be more of a surprise, whatever, when they start growing the fruit. Because my memory is like a sieve, I will be popping down the varieties that I'm growing of the plants that I'm growing down in the description box. A lot of things I can remember, but like with the tomatoes I can't remember. I know I'm growing purple and stripey. Oh, Mr. Stripey, that's one of them. Mr. Stripey, MARMANDE something, RUMA VF, Mortgage Lifter, and then there's one more which I can't remember, which I'll just pop down in the description box, and there might be some other information down there if you want to read that. So yeah, that's the tomatoes. I do need to put these ones on though. Other seedlings. I think I showed these in my last video. These are African marigolds. These are just like a mixed colour. These two got eaten, but they are coming back slowly. These look really healthy, so I'm really happy. And the main stem is quite cool because it's ridged, and I like that about them. It's just nice. This one seems to be really good as well. This is a hollyhocks, which they are slow at growing. I'm not sure if they should be this slow, but yeah. So these are my giant sunflowers. which for how old they are, I think they are growing pretty quick. I've tied some new string on them today. I'll put the variety name down below. So my sweet peas are doing well. Again, I'll pop the variety name of these down below. I pinched all of these about a week or two ago, and they're all starting to grow multiple shoots. Lobelia, which I still haven't potted on in its own pot. More hollyhocks. And these are Autumn Beauty sunflowers. So I believe they're like a kind of mixed of like autumn-y colours. These are Cosmo, mixed again, so mixed in colours. I've got some more of these upstairs as well. And then I've got some more Autumn Beauty sunflowers here, which are growing rather well. And some more sweet peas. Oh, and my biggest dahlia, which I grew from seed, but when the tray fell over, I think all of its other seedling friends died, but this one carried on because I started this one a while ago. A lovely lady on Instagram messaged me and taught me quite a bit about dahlias, and it's best to pinch them when they're this age. But I think I'm actually going to bury this. When it goes into the ground, I'm going to bury it a lot more, so the soil will come up to here. So it's, oh, sorry, that was out of focus then. So the soil will come to about here. Still out of focus. What's it doing? So it supports the stem a bit more, because obviously it's going to have a lot of weight on it. So yeah, learned lots about dahlias recently. Really excited about growing them. I wanted to show you. Look at these gorgeous tulips. Look how big they are. Like, that is my hand. These were planted last autumn. And I got two different kinds. I got this kind, and then these ones have come afterwards, and they're like dark purple. They're absolutely gorgeous. Really gorgeous colour. But there's quite a few popping up there. And I've got some more around here. This area is a mess, I really need to tidy it up. Yeah, really gorgeous colour. They actually go really well with these hellebores that I planted, because they're similar colour. Yeah. I'm not sure if I did an update or even had this back in my last update, but basically I had some cabbage, beetroot and Brussels seedlings, and this is them. And they're doing alright. It gets really dry here though quickly, so I'm having to water, and then when I water it shakes all of them up, because obviously they're still seedlings, so I'm having to try and water them really lightly, but it's not enough. It's just drying out so quickly. But yeah, that's a little update of them. I'm not sure if I featured these in my last video, so if it is, then it's the first showing of them. But yeah, and then my little gooseberry bush is doing well. It's got some new shoots on it, so that's nice. I have my first ever bud on a peony, and I'm so excited. And yeah, cabbage is getting big and doing well. I've got two here. This one's doing alright. It's being taken over by the blue bells. This one was really small, and now it's like triple the size. This one's doing well as well, and they've surprisingly not really been eaten by anything. So, well, there's two more tomato plants there. Taking another risk here, and I've planted out some flowers. Hopefully they don't get killed by frost, but they seem to be doing alright. Once they start growing up a bit more, they'll get a lot more light. So yeah. We are now indoors, and this is one of the rooms where I've got more seedlings. I actually dropped a tray myself and I'm surprised things are still trying to grow in it, to be honest. And I don't even know what happened to this. I think the lettuce just didn't end up growing because they're old seeds. So I've got my something lady, I think it's pink lady. Oh, what's it called? Actually, let me just look at the tag. That might be easier, Emily. Painted lady, not pink lady. So these are my runner beans. I only got a few this year. Actually, I think I only had a few last year as well, actually, because they're quite a prolific plant, runner beans, and they end up taking over a lot of the time. So yeah, got a few of them. I have some dahlias which I've kept in here just in case the ones in the greenhouse got killed by frost. I am risking it by putting things out there, but at the same time it's helping them acclimatise to the temperatures. So we've got cucumber apple. This was actually in the greenhouse. I think it was in water for too long, or the fact that the cold, it didn't like the cold, so I brought it inside and it seems to be doing better. It's livened up a bit, but it actually feels cold. It's weird. Oh, that feels cold too actually, but it's in the sun. Anyway, some more tomatoes here. I don't know which ones these are. Really bad. So yeah, these are crystal apple cucumbers. So they look kind of like a smallish, limeish green apple, but they're actually like a cucumber inside. So never grown them before, but I grew the cucamelons a few years ago and I really enjoyed them. They're actually quite tasty. So these are some more tomatoes here. These are RUMA VF. I managed to keep these all in one tray. These ones didn't fall out the tray. So these are quite pretty. And then these are some leftover seedlings from what I planted outside. We have in here some coleus and more sunflowers, which were old seeds, and I just put them in there. And then also cinerea, which is like a silver fluffy foliage. And then we have in here petunias. That's it, I remember now. They're petunias and they haven't germinated yet. This windowsill probably looks a bit different from in my last update of the seedlings. Oh, I just moved that sweet corn plant. It's just moved. But so cucumbers doing really well. I've got flowers on them. I've been hand pollinating them because you get the male and female flowers, and obviously there's no insects really coming in here, so they can't really be pollinated. Now I think I've started them too early because at this stage they should really be outside because they're taking up a lot of room in here. But it does get a really nice amount of sun in here because this is south facing window. So yeah, they should really be in the greenhouse, but I don't think it's quite warm enough at night yet for them, and they've not really been outside at all yet. But I have been opening these windows here and it's been quite windy, and last night I actually left the windows open by accident and it was really cold in here. So yeah, but that's the cucumbers. They look quite good. Hopefully my hand pollinating skills have done the trick. We've got amaranthus. I know it as amaranthus as a florist, but I know other people call it amaranth. But yeah, some of them are really taking off well. They're starting to get like a nice solid stem, but some of them are still quite small and dinky. Pepper plants are doing well. I pinched the middle of the top of some of these. Probably could have gone a bit lower. On some of them I have gone quite low, and they've got little new shoots. But yeah, these are all doing well. But yeah, as you can see, some of them just start to grow nicely, and then some of them are quite dinky still. This is a random tray of other seedlings which I was waiting to grow on. I also just, when I pinched the peppers, I shoved that in the soil. I don't know why. That was silly of me. And I've got a physalis growing in here, more dahlias which I need to put into their own pots, a random sunflower, more cosmo, dahlia when I pinch the dahlia. And then over here I've got my sweet corn, which is doing well. I need to turn that around because it's leaning towards the sun. And then something which I didn't have in my last update was gourds, pumpkins and watermelons. So I put these in about a week ago, maybe less than a week, and these are doing really well. These are pumpkin baby boo, which is like a white pumpkin. These are the watermelons. Are they meant to be yellow? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. And then these are all gourds, and then these are Atlantic giant pumpkins, which you can tell the foliage is really big. And then I've got some more dahlias in here, and I've got zinnias here as well. And then just random dahlias there. Another sweet corn, couldn't fit it in the pot. And then I've got more sweet pea, more giant sunflowers. And then I've just got a few more seedlings of tomatoes, just so I knew that I had some of each variety, and also I've started some later on, so then I can, so these ones will come a bit later in the season. So yeah, that is what I've got in here. If you have any questions, comment down below, and subscribe if you'd like to see some more videos, and I'll see you in the next video.